Hey guys, my name is Thana and welcome to another video about the Porsche Boxster 987.1. In my last video, I went on about how this is a fantastic buy. You should get this if you're looking for your first Porsche sports car. And I know it might have caused a bit of stir. People might say, Thana, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, I can talk about what I know and my opinion. And let me share with you. Well, it's not all rosy. Nothing is. There are problems with any car. In this video, I want to talk about what are the top 10 things that you might get hurt with the Porsche Boxster 987.1. But when I say you get hurt, I want to offer a solution because there's always yin and yang. For what is a problem, there's a solution, and you also must think about what is the flip side. If you say there's a problem with this generation, what is a similar pricing problem with the other generation, and is it well matched? Let's get started on the top reasons why this Porsche Boxster might have some demons in them. Let's get started. If you talk about Porsche Boxster and the Boxster engine, you can't get over the fact of IMS bearing. And I know a lot of you comment, IMS bearing, Thana, why do you want to buy this car? Well, think about this. The IMS bearing is an issue, but the IMS bearing has a rate of failure. The earlier ones on the Porsche Boxster 986.1, the failure rate is about 1 to 2%. It does happens more so on the bigger engine cars. On the 987.1, 206 onwards, it's about 8 to 10% failure rate. So there is an issue. When IMS failure happens, the whole engine is kaput and you're gone. But there is a solution. LN Engineering makes a solution. It's about, let me show you on screen now. So this is the solution. Okay, you can look it up, LN Engineering solution. And it's about 1,000, here we are, it's 1,900 euros. They're spend about 10,000 ringgit. Any good mechanic, that's Porsche, will be able to fix it. So 10,000 ringgit is your permanent fix. But said that, did you know, and you can look it up, the 2.7 has the lowest rate of failure. There is an issue, there is a log people have found. The 2.7 actually has the lowest rate of failure on these cars. And another sweet spot, from 1997 when they made the 986 to 2005, they used what they call as the single row bearing, if I'm not mistaken, and it is serviceable. 206 onwards, they made the double row and a different design, whereby to fix it, it's a bit more difficult and not as easy as just dropping the gearbox, taking out toolkit and moving it out. So the 206 onwards, there are some versions which are not serviceable. This, my dear friend, is a 205. So 205 and earlier is a sweet spot where you want to get a Porsche Boxster with an IMS bearing, which is easy to change out for a stock one. The stock IMS bearing cost, I think it's about less than 1,000 ringgit to go back to a stock bearing. So it becomes a form of a service items. You can buy it for, I remember my friend bought this, how much? It was about 100 USD, I believe. You can buy that, and for 500 ringgit, maybe ship 700 ringgit, you can change out plus labor few hundred bucks. You can get the IMS bearing replaced every 2 years and the car is totally fine. If you want a more permanent solution, you can spend 10,000 ringgit and there you go, it's fixed. Now comes the flip side. I'm playing devil's advocate. This gearbox is bulletproof. You know that, isn't it? The 987.2 cost a lot more money. In fact, if you go now on La Car List, give me 1 minute. If I just find, so let's do a check. So 987, okay. This is my search of 987 on Car List. And if I search from low to high and I filter by the year 2006, let's say, okay, so 2009, correct, 2009 is the year of the .2. Bear with me, okay. The cheapest the cheapest Boxster, well, I can't find one actually, but even a Cayman from 2009 is $145,000. And I believe you're going to pay like 180k, 170k for the Boxster 987.2. So come back to the question, is it worth twice the price? So you are saying that I should spend twice the price buying a 987.2, which no doubt it's a fantastic car. I love it. Okay, but for twice the price, you're going to have a car that is, let's see, 2012, 2009. There's one for 138. Yeah, it just costs a bit more. 138. There's one for this is 133. Yeah, it's about 100. I would say it's about 130, 140k. It's going to cost you 50% more than this car. And for that, what you get is, you get the awesome, beautiful PDK gearbox, the first generation PDK gearbox. That gearbox, which is now very common to fail because of the PDK distance sensor, will set you back 40,000 ringgit. So I think I don't mind buying this and spending 10,000 ringgit for a permanent solution from L and Engineering and solve the IMS bearing issue for life. Let's talk engine. A bit of a glare there, sorry about that. Let's talk engine now. So people talk about bore scoring. Bore scoring is an issue. Bore scoring happens in the M96, 97 generation of engines. It is a thing. But guys, did you know that the bore scoring is most common on the 3.4 version of the Porsche Boxster 987.1? Google it up and you'll find that the highest rate of incidence on the bore scoring is with the 3.4. Now, what is bore scoring? Well, if you think about this, the Boxster engine is basically a boxer engine, isn't it? The pistons are this way. So when the car moves, the piston goes this way. Now, the problem with this is oil that lubricates the piston is only on the bottom side when the car is idle. Unlike a typical car where the piston is this way, whenever the car goes down and up, you will get lubricated very well. With the Boxster engine, lubrication comes on the bottom end when the car is idle, and then it takes a while for it to fully lubricate all throughout. And when that happens, the top side of the cylinder will get scratched up. People have seen that happens on cars that are not used as much. When the cars are idle and the cars are started and the car just, you push the car, as soon as you start the car and the pressure hasn't built up yet, bore scoring happens. And it's more apparent in the 3.4. 2.7, I rarely see the case, and I also checked online. Owners of the 2.7 rarely report an incident of the bore scoring. So, 2.7 Boxster 987.1, sometimes smaller is better. Bore scoring is lesser. Let's talk gearbox. Now, I think any continental car, if you own a Mercedes, BMW, Porsche, whatever it is, people say engine oil leaks with a Porsche are a thing. Well, engine oil leaks with any quantity is a thing. The rear main seal leaks, flywheel oil seal leaks, and you got to change it. You know what? Stuff happens. It's a common occurrence because these are high performance cars. It's not a deal breaker. Gearbox comes out, change the seal, and you're done. Other causes of oil leaks are obviously like oil sump. The oil sump will leak. Again, drop the oil sump out, and then drop the oil sump out, change the gasket, you're done. Same thing with the gearbox oil sump. So oil leaks on these cars is a thing because obviously it's a 20-year-old car. Some of them come with fresh gaskets from factory. And I would advise them, even if it doesn't leak, every 5 years, change out the gasket, because what happens is in the oil sump, there is probably about an inch of oil that sits in the bottom. The oil pickup comes down and picks up the oil. All the old gunk always sits there. And I think it's a good practice. Every couple of years, take out the oil sump and have it cleaned out. And that way, you know what, you are assured that no gunk is there. I've seen cases because on these cars, there's a baffle plate. There's a box that goes onto the awesome. I'll find a picture and I'll post it there. And that baffle plate holds the oil so it doesn't splash around. What happens is all the old gunk oil sits there. So yeah, drop the pan, change it, gasket, you're done. Guys, let's talk exhaust. So people say, you know what, white smoke happens. When there's a white smoke on the Porsche, stay away. Your head is gone, your valve is gone. Not really. With this Porsche, something called an air oil separator. It separates the oil. It takes out the crankcase gases and removes the water, and the oil goes below and all that stuff happens. When that fails, when you start the car initially, there is white smoke. But thereafter, you run the car is totally fine. It's a cheap fix, a bit of labor involved, but nothing crazy. You can look at AOS, air oil separator. In fact, I think on all the generation of Porsches, air oil separator failure is common, especially on cars that are not rev through. If you rev the car and you really give it the beans and you just push the car, let the air out from the car and manifolds are all cleaned out, the car is fine. When the car isn't pushed, they are driven gingerly, the air oil separator tends to clog up. So yeah, an AOS is not a big issue. So yeah, don't worry about it. And that's my number 4. I'm on the ground now in front of the car. Let me show you this. It's the front grille. Now, a lot of Porsches have this issue. And I think in the modern Porsches, they're kind of fixed it a little bit with better vents and better clearing. But in front here, you have the vents for the radiator as well as the aircon condenser. What happens is leaves actually go in there and they get stuck in between the radiator and the condenser, and you get poor cooling. In some cases, in overseas countries, when it gets really hot, fires also happen because it gets stuck there. For my cars, as a maintenance rule, every year or so, I will actually drop the bumper out and change it, take out the stuff that is stuck in between. But this car has got this aftermarket grille, so you actually won't have the issues of leaf getting stuck there. So I think this is a Porsche universal issue because they have a radiator in front. So yeah, not a crazy issue, but it's a general wide issue with all Porsches because the radiator is in front, the engine is in the back. Go figure.